Hello, fellow geeks! Welcome to another episode of TTRPGeeks. Tonight, we are playing For the Dungeon by Jordan Palmer. This fantastic comedy improv game features the flip side of your regular TTRPG. Instead of being the fearless heroes, our players take on the role of the dastardly minions, desperate to please their evil overlord and protect their dungeon. Before you tonight, we have all level 1 geek cast. Kim, who is so incredible, does all of our Discord magic and helps with behind the scenes stuff that lets Tori and Chase focus on GMing Frost Geeks and T3H. As for myself, you guys know me. I occasionally GM here, play here, and guest on shows around the interwebs. Yes, RLU, this is the infamous Kim. But enough about us. Let's get to this game, which I said before is an improv game. So while I've set up the initial overlord and his desires, everything else about this game is going to be 100% improvised due to the nature of drawing cards, and they specifically say do not plan your sessions. So we're going to test that out. As always, TTRPGeeks is a place where we explore new indie games, at least new to us, and this is going to be my first time running For the Dungeon. Sometimes reading through the rules and actually playing the rules can be two different things. So if I stumble at places or if we get rules wrong, my deepest apologies to the creators. We're still going to have fun and do our best to show off your amazing game. RLU says, I don't know what it does, but Patreon thing to Kim. All right, so great question, RLU. Our Patreon blessing today is everyone you can see has a number 5 over their name. This is going to be zeal. Basically, it's their will to keep going, right? It's kind of like hero points, where it lets them like succeed at stuff, but when they run out of zeal, they die. So I'm gonna let you guys choose if you want to use your Patreon blessing to either tick down their zeal or tick it up.
Do we auto die, or do we just like not get to use it to save against death anymore?
No, you will. If you go to 0, you die in a spectacular way. It specifically says.
Well, that's good to know, because
So,
I was gonna spend all mine.
Yeah, no, don't do that. So a major blessing is 9 zeal. No, it's just going to be 1. So a major blessing will be for 3. Each level of blessing will translate to 1 zeal, just because it's so much more powerful in this game than hero points. Okay.
It is our life force.
It is your life force. And I think it would be fun to maybe see somebody die in this game. So let's keep it low. Yes, RLU, you can absolutely split yours to 1 zeal to each person, or to tick down their zeal if you wanted to be chaotic and evil. But of course, yeah, up or down. All right, you guys ready to do an improv game?
That's our thing.
That's our thing.
Let's do it.
All right, first off.
Did you see my tweet this morning, Em, about winging it?
No, I didn't.
That's what this game is.
That is what this game is.
It was describe your GMing style in a GIF, and it was a GIF about winging it.
That's incredible.
Very on brand.
RLU says someone flip a coin. Heads up goes up, tails it goes down.
Flip a coin, let's roll a dice.
Roll dice.
Yeah.
Let's say even, it goes up, odd, it goes down. Everyone roll your own.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna roll.
I got odd. I got a 1. That's bad omen.
That's all right.
I also got odd.
Okay, we got 2 people
5.
going down.
I got odd also.
What is going on? Give it to someone the good way for them. Okay, Wombat Fuzz.
This is gonna be a short game.
This is gonna be a short game. You guys are all gonna die, and I'm gonna laugh as I fade us out to darkness. Katie, can you make that happen? I hope you can. Also on our team is Katie. She is doing the production for the show, and we appreciate her so much, and we miss her Irina play. Riley says, I don't even have to do the evil thing. The dice just do it for me.
It's true, they know.
It's true. It just happens. Okay.
I have one last thing. I looked up the zeal section real quick.
Okay.
It doesn't say we immediately die. It says when they're out of zeal, their service may soon end horribly.
Okay.
Probably because we don't have any more zeal to spend to overcome harm whenever we get it.
All right.
But
all
if you
right.
want to roll it with making us die immediately, then that is your
Well, we'll go ahead and
prerogative.
just do it the way the book says, since we want to show this off. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you guys introduce your characters. There's a couple of questions that were already laid out for you guys. I sent them in Discord. Who wants to start us off?
I'll go.
Perfect. Go ahead, Chase. What's your
I'm
character?
answering Discord questions first, or I'm just talking
Introduce
about
your character, and then we'll answer the questions that were in Discord.
Okay, I'm gonna do it out of character because its voice is gonna be horrible, and it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to wing it as we go. But I am playing Jobble, who is an acidic slime, sentient slime. So Jobble met our wonderful overlord by just wandering a trail of adventurers who were after the overlord. He didn't know what was going on, but he just followed it like a trail of food. It was like a food crumb, and he ate all the adventurers and then found his way to this overlord who was pleased that he had devoured so many people. And then he just kept providing him with food because Jobble just likes to eat people and things and creatures and stuff. And that's what he's all about. He's a green slime with just amorphous, not like a gelatinous cube or anything, just a big old blob of green slime, very acidic. Traits are amorphous is my talent. My tool is acidic slime, and my motivation is to feed. And then the perk that I picked is dabble, so he sometimes does magic just randomly if I spend my zeal.
I forgot that's what dabble was. I love it.
So Chase, tell us. You told us the quick story, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you do the other one?
Oh yeah. The tragic thing that happened to Jobble is once when he was out, just squirming along hunting something, he fell into a pit, which was just like a little cavern in the ground, and it was full of limestone. And acidic slime and limestone don't get along very well, and he almost just like dissolved into nothingness. But one of his fellow minions pulled him out. Now he's very frightened of limestone.
Was it Mick Stabbins who saved you?
I think I probably ate McStabbins.
No,
Maybe
you ate Skelly.
Oh, that's right. No, McStabbins. That's right. Yes, McStabbins probably. Yeah, McStabbins probably helped him out.
What a good guy that McStabbins.
He's a lovely family man, okay?
I definitely want to hear about Mick Stabbins now.
Well, McStabbins is a very small-looking goblin man. He's got some noticeable features of one missing ear, 3 strands of hair that are always grease back, but they're not actually like grease. And he always talks about his lovely family of 10 children. And that's why he's here. He's got 10 little gremlins he's got to feed, and so he was, browsing the villainous hideouts one day, saw a wanted poster for a job, and went, yeah, I'll go sit in a dungeon for some overlord so I can feed my family after he absolutely disappointed him on his last job by coming back, earless and no payment because those pesky adventurers just can't let anybody get their jobs done.
Pesky adventurers. All right, Tori, that leaves it to you.
Okay, I'm also not going to speak in Skelly's voice because that would be impossible. Skelly is a skeleton, a reanimated skeleton, of a creature. They don't know what they were because they don't remember anything from their past life, but they were, this creature was dissolved inside of Jobble, the acidic slime. And then Skelly, the skeleton, was reanimated and was able to get out, remove themselves from Jobble.
One of the lucky few.
Yes, probably with assistance. And since then has considered Jobble their oldest and best friend, since Jobble was the first thing that they met in their new life.
So those like imprinting, like
yeah.
a baby duck.
Skelly's very impressionable.
Okay.
Jobble thinks that Skelly's a pet.
kind of relationship I was
This is like
anticipating.
father figure pet kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, classic trope.
This is how it goes.
And my Skelly's talent is they are really good at building and assembly, more specifically with their bones, because they don't feel pain, so it's not a big deal for them to temporarily disassemble a part of themselves to make something more useful. And the motivation, they are very loyal to their friends. They don't have very many, and they don't remember anything, so they've got to hold on to the friends that they have. Also, sorry, my dog is pushing around her little treat toy, but and they know that they could potentially live indefinitely, since they are by definition immortal unless they are slain. So they want to make sure that their less sturdy friends stay alive. And then my horrible experience is one of the many assaults on our dungeon that we've had. Skelly, ran into combat, and an adventurer had a really nice cutlass and stabbed at Skelly, and it went through Skelly's ribs into the wall and got stuck there. And Skelly couldn't get off of the wall because their ribs were stuck on the sword, and then they were just useless for the rest of the fight. It was really embarrassing. McStabbins, the good guy that he is, eventually came and, removed the sword from the wall, and now Skelly has a sword still stuck in their ribs, I think. And that's
wow. McStabbins, you're the true father figure here, taking care of everybody.
Yeah. I guess I should also say my talent, tool, and motivation is. Talent obviously is stabbing, as my last name suggests. Tool, I have like a rusted dagger that's got like on the handle each of my 10 children's names carved into it.
You realize that makes us sound like they're your victims.
Well, they get scratched out if they ever die. It
Oh!
happens. And then motivation is my family. I can't disappoint my family again, so I gotta make sure they get fed.
I have a question about McStabbins' kids.
Yeah.
Are they hoping to follow in your footsteps?
Well, it depends on what my footsteps are gonna be. Do I get destroyed by adventurers again and again, or am I victorious?
So TBD.
TBD.
Okay.
So Jobble's motivation is feeding, and yours is to feed others. Look
Pretty
at that.
much.
We're so in sync.
And mine is to just do whatever you guys want me to do. So we're just gonna get along so well.
Okay. And with that, are you guys ready to start our story?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. You guys are underground. Most of your dungeon is, in fact, underground. With the winding catacombs, this has existed for decades, if not a century. The walls around you are pretty damp. It's colder under the earth than your infernal overlord may perhaps desire. And you hear him deep down below, just throwing a righteous tantrum. And a small goblin is gonna skitter up to you guys, and he's gonna say, Hey! Diabolus wants to see you guys!
I'm just gonna start slurping over there. I imagine when I move, it's like kind of like slurps forward in like an arch, and then the backside flips over, and then just kind of goes back and forth like that.
Skelly goes rattling off after Jobble.
Just chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 for no, 2 for yes, and then 3 for everything else. And Jobble knows what 3 means.
What a simple system.
Yeah, Mick will go skittering after those two. Like, tiny little feet. Takes him probably 3 times as long to get anywhere than it does Jobble.
Wow! No, nobody even says anything. That's fine, I guess.
Well, what do
That's
you
fine.
want, kid? We gotta go to this Diabolus. You think we're gonna sit here and waste time talking to you? You think we want ourselves eaten?
I don't know. I just wanted to thank you. I'm sorry. I'm going. I'm sorry. And he's just gonna sprint off into the catacombs.
Absolute amateur.
And then they're going to just. What are you guys gonna do? You're just gonna head straight there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
What else we gonna do?
Yeah,
We're
that's
minions.
your minions.
I forgot
Bosses are calling.
one detail with
For sure.
Skelly. Skelly walks with a limp because so they won't be very much faster than Mick because they're kind of walking with a weird gait because some of their foot bones got dissolved a little bit in Jobble before they were pulled out. So
Speaking of bones, there's probably a bunch of like little creatures dissolving inside Jobble right now, like rats and like lizards and things.
Skelly likes to wave to the skeletons inside Jobble sometimes.
Jobble will make him wave. It's like a trick he does.
Just like a looking glass of animals. Ah, Jobble, what creatures do you have
disturbing.
inside you today?
Okay, you guys step into Diabolus's lair. This is a wide cavern carved out of stone, and there it's surrounded with fireplaces. This room is a sweltering 90 degrees, and there are other minions just cowering around the outskirts of this room. And he's sitting there, dramatically slumped over his piano. And I'm going to add this room trait of sweltering. It's so hot in here. So
Jobble's like a little more like drippy in such heat.
it's just like sweating and then being reabsorbed.
Yeah, like a little more like runny than normal, you know?
Gross.
It's like Jello, like right before you get it like all hardened up.
Yeah, exactly.
Skelly is very careful to like any drips that get like too far away. Skelly will carefully like scoop back toward Jobble.
I feel like that's just the support on the side. Mick and Skelly who just like keep it together, man.
Does Mick have special gloves for handling Jobble, or does he just deal with the burning?
Nah, he's a strong goblin man.
He has no fingerprints because they're all
Yeah, he's been in one too many dungeons. You think the man's still got fingerprints?
As you guys step inwards and are making your way closer, your infernal overlord lifts a head and holds a hand in front of him. Do you see this? This poor, decrepit hand of mine.
Jobble speaks, I think like the slime kind of vibrates and like makes bubbles that pop. What happened, master?
I used to be a vivacious red color, and look at me, I'm reduced to purple. My poor hands, my complexion.
Much less threatening.
What?
The purple is much less threatening.
I want to be threatened. You know why I'm this color? McStabbins.
Well, I would say that the purple color actually looks quite nice on you. It's the red was good, but this may be an improvement, boss.
You don't understand. I come from a proud line of red devils. Red! The fires of hell kept us bright, kept us vivid. And now, look at me. I am too cold in this room.
Big Stabbins is just gonna mutter under his breath. He could stand to turn the heat down just a little bit.
Would you like me to burn your skin?
No! I wish. And he opens his mouth to burst into song, as he is prone to do. And you all know, like every time he starts singing, the walls start to shake with the sonic force of his voice, and it has killed minions in the past. And you see everyone around the edge just like plug their ears and cower to the ground. I once was.
Mick is gonna get like down on his knees. He's gonna like bend head forward. The 3 hairs on his head are just gonna kind of like flip forward, like a toupee. He used to be like, "Oh, boss, wonderful tunes, but is there anything we can do to help with this? Without this serenade, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong here, but we just like to get this resolved for you as quickly as possible and return that bright, vibrant red for you."
He said he was cold.
I am here. Yes, freezing.
Skelly's gonna take out one of his shin bones and like kind of hobble over to there's got to be fire down here somewhere.
Oh yeah,
right?
this whole room is like rimmed with fireplaces.
Can Skelly try to use their shin bone as a torch and like just hold it really close to the boss?
Oh, Skelly, my kind friend. Your bones are so... But I'm sorry. This will not be enough. The fires of this mortal plane do nothing to me. He'll quench the fire in his fist. What I require is a cloak. Something to wrap about my shoulders to remind me of home. I want you 3 to find me the warmest cloak available, preferably something with the tall collar around it. Stylish.
Like the ones vampires wear?
What? How dare you, sir?
I think he means like some great magnificent devils wear.
That is the kind I am looking for. Mixed stabbings, no.
Wow, I really appreciate the serenade. It's really great, but yeah, I think we should get going on this whole adventure. I wouldn't want to be late to the wife and kids, you know. And we really want to get you there with that magnificent cloak, keep you warm.
Oh, yes, of course. Now, where will you find me such a cloak? You first can go deeper into the catacombs.
Mick is gonna look over at Jobble and just like examine him for any cloaks.
I devoured one earlier.
And it's gone now. You can't just bring it back.
It dissolves quickly.
Well,
Enunciate! How will you ever sing unless you can enunciate your vows?
I imagine every time he starts singing, Jobble starts like rippling like violently and like he can't even speak.
Yeah.
And Skelly's bones all start rattling.
And there's just like this chorus of screams that go around the entire room.
Perhaps you should stop the singing, boss. It sounds wonderful, but it hurts.
I forget sometimes your delicate constitutions. If you do not wish to wander further into the catacombs, you of course can go to town. They have a reputable tailor there.
Sounds like as good a spot as any. Any snacks for the road, boss?
What?
Snacks for the road.
Enunciate!
Snacks for the road.
Snacks for the road.
Like a big popping bubble probably like spatters on you guys a little bit.
Like a snot bubble? Gross.
Yeah.
So, he'll slam down on his piano and it's discordant and sharp against your ears, and you'll stand up and stalk over to the side of the room where there is like this what's feathery creature, very scraggly, bulging eyes, and he'll grab it and shake it. You want to eat this? This is all I have. He's gonna throw it in the fire to start cooking it.
I'm gonna go like just like arching and slurping over there so fast and just like slurp it up.
Yeah, the feathery creature starts screaming immediately, like, "No, boss, please!"
I'm just gonna like lunge into the fire and snatch it and then out of the fire like a whip.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely devour this thing. All right, you've had your snack. Depart and return to me swiftly.
Swift is our middle name, boss. Let's go.
Mick Swift Stabbings. A beautiful name. I will scribe a song for you, and you will listen to it in its entirety.
I look forward to hearing it when we inevitably get back with that beautiful cloak, you know?
Yes. Go! Be gone with you!
Skelly turns and hobbles out of the room, still holding their shin bone in their hand.
I'm impressed that he's staying upright.
Well, there's like two, you know, there's like
Yeah.
the bones,
Yeah,
so
you're
it's
sipping
a
your fix.
very awkward walk.
Perfect. Okay.
When we get out of the grand meeting room, Skelly will poke Jobble and raise their hand like they do when they have a question.
Yes, what is it? He wants to know what kind of cloak we should get, magical or not.
Well, I can't really think of a non-magical cloak that's gonna, you know, keep somebody warm unless you've heard of something.
Yeah,
Skelly
yes.
points to themselves, Jobble, and McStabbins, and then goes like this, suggesting that perhaps they might be too scary for town.
Too scary for no. Look, I am a proper. He like straightens his like dirty acid burn clothes. I am a proper man with a family, and I should be respected as such. You a skeleton? People see them all the time. They're in sight of everybody, and well, Jobble, yeah, I could make a case for Jobble.
I look like a drink or a stew.
We need to find you a cauldron, and we need to drag around the cauldron.
That's a wonderful idea.
Can Skelly look around for a cauldron? For a large cauldron for all of Jobble?
So you're gonna scan about in this room. Go ahead and give me a look around check.
Woo!
Bum bum bum. First roll. So let's do a freeze frame. This is new. We're gonna try it. Freeze up. In this game, when you try to do a look around check, you're going to roll a d6. If you have traits that apply to looking around, you can add more d6. If you roll, you take your highest roll. If you get a 6, you get a success. If you get a 4 or 5, you get a success with a complication. And 3 and lower is a problem. Okay, unfreeze frame. Let's
we
go.
were like literally freezing?
Yeah, literally freeze frame. Yeah, you all
I
were
did
like,
better next time.
Bad
it's
too.
okay.
So sorry, what's the minimum that we start with? Just one?
You start with 1.
Okay. Can I possibly make an argument for my loyalty to my friends here, because I want Jobble. I'm not just looking for any dirty old cauldron. I want Jobble to be comfortable and look like the best looking stew that we can possibly make him look like.
I mean, I feel like that's going to make it more difficult, not easier.
Well, I'm being very diligent. I'm being very thorough.
Diligent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to give up easily.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see how we do here. Roll. I got 2 6s.
Oh my
I know there's no
gosh.
like crit here, but I got 2 6s.
Okay. So you can go ahead. Generally, in a look around check, you're trying to gather information or search an area, and you would get to ask one question from the following list. Do you have it pulled up, or would you like me to read it for you?
I do have it pulled up.
Cool.
So I will I guess I'll ask what is what is valuable here. What is my fancy cauldron?
So you're looking around for your fancy cauldron, and you indeed stumble upon an old adventurer's like campsite, right? And it's dusty. No one's been here for a really long time. You see another skeleton that's smaller than your own, but has a shinier shin bone than yours. I don't know if you're capable of swapping out your bones, but it's there. And yeah, there is a cauldron, but it has a big crack in it.
Okay. Skelly will swap out their shin bone because they consider it an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll drag the cauldron back and show it, and then point to Jobble and make make like a suck it in kind of motion.
Yeah, Jabba will try to just like squirm into that cauldron.
Yeah, so you're starting to like drip through the crack. Are you able to suck it in or no?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, I can like reshape myself, so I think I could probably do it.
Perfect.
If it doesn't get too toasty.
Okay. Now, yeah, you can. You're holding it in, but every time you start losing focus, you start drifting back through the cracks. This is taking a lot of concentration for you.
Okay.
Okay, so your guys' plan is to just like waltz into town carrying a cauldron between a goblin and a skeleton.
I think
Sounds like a
Mick is
foolproof
probably the
plan.
brains here, and that's not saying a ton. Because
I'm the
neither
only
of
one
us
that actually has a brain.
exactly. You can't count on us to make the plans.
Yeah, I don't know what's odd about a skeleton and a small goblin man tag teaming a.
Oh, and
Car-
Skelly
cauldron.
will like put their foot up on the side of the cauldron and like go like this with their new shin bone.
Oh, I see that you found yourself a nice treasure there. That'll make you even better out in public. People are really gonna admire you for that. They're gonna know that you are high class.
Would you toss your old one in the cauldron?
Skelly will like think about it and then go ahead and toss it in.
No, I forgot how delicious you were.
Pats the side of the cauldron.
Okay, you guys. Yeah. What time do you guys want to be heading into town? Right now, it's evening.
Dead of night, all three of us show up. Let's just make it as spooky as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I see no problem with it.
Okay. We are going to go ahead and swap scenes then. You guys are outside of town, and as you're walking closer, hauling this cauldron between the two of you, you realize that all of these houses are far too nice and tall to be a monster town.
Yeah, a monster town. Okay.
Did we think it
So-
was a monster town?
You I don't know. You
I
guys
don't think
could have
Skelly thought it was a monster town.
Yeah, this is
No,
definitely for
no,
humans.
No, Mick is all on this. He's still a family man. He's just gonna see the town. He's just gonna puff out his chest. He's just gonna keep walking like it's no big deal, acting like he's just the man of the town. I would like to do a don't get caught here.
As we're
Okay,
strutting through
Since
the
you're
street.
strutting, I'm gonna say this is difficult.
I would like to argue for being a family man and put together. He believes
But don't
in
you look
himself.
disgusting?
Okay, well he's still like arranged his clothes. Yeah, I'll do it. Don't get caught.
Okay.
See what
Do you
this
have any
is gonna do.
so you're adding what traits to this?
I mean, it would be my family motivation. I gotta act the best in my family so that I don't get caught and I don't get thrown back. So he's gonna try really hard to just play the role of I'm not a disgusting goblin. I am a family man with 10 children and I have to feed them.
Okay, I think that would be a talk it over.
Okay.
Like you have to converse with someone for them to know you're a family
I
man.
mean, he's trying
You don't-
to give the appearance of like he's a man about
Wholesomeness.
town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it up.
Does he
I
like
got
lick his
a
hand and
6
smooth his
and a 3.
3 hairs back? Oh, a 6 and a 3.
Okay, you'll take just the highest number. So with a
Alright.
6, you're walking in and people are like side-eyeing you and whispering, and people are starting to like get out of your way and lock themselves in their houses.
Going perfectly.
He's just gonna act like he doesn't see anybody walk to the nearest shop.
Hey, do any of you guys read?
I sure don't.
I can feign reading, please.
You can feign reading.
I
don't
am
know.
a family man. I read bedtime stories straight from my head.
Do signs
Perfect.
have any pictures?
Yeah, there's some pictures. There's like, it looks like there is a sword and a shield crossed over one. There's a bed on another, and there's music and all these wonderful smells pouring out of that building. There's one that has food on a sign, and then you eventually come across one that has like a needle and thread.
I think I'm gonna say that Skelly can read because they can't talk. So even though they can read, they cannot communicate properly what like anything says.
Perfect.
Well,
I was
up to
gonna
Jobble's
seep over the top a
interpretation.
little bit to like get a look around. I think we should go to the one with the picture of food.
I
The
don't.
one that smells like food.
No,
Either one.
no. I see that you are very food motivated, and I'm gonna tell you that I don't think that food is gonna have like clothes. Although for you,
What-
I guess an argument could be made.
Our master eats, and he desires a cloak. They must be in the same spot.
Skelly, what do you think on this?
Skelly like pretends to pop a collar and then like flourishes like a cape and then points at the needle and thread sign.
I like what they're thinking. I think it's a good place to go. Maybe we can stop at the food sign when we're done.
Skelly will also, like, as Mick turns away, like, will hurriedly tap him on the shoulder and do the same cloak motion, and then...
Oh, you want a fancy cloak of your own? Oh, we can definitely look at getting you one of those. Shouldn't be any problem since we are obviously very nice members of this town.
So which building are you guys approaching?
The sewing one?
Okay.
As they're approaching the sewing one, can I roll a don't get caught to squeeze out of the crack and start heading towards the food building?
You're gonna go at the bottom? Absolutely.
The cauldron just gets a lot lighter all of a sudden.
I would like to use my motivation of feed here because there is food. And I would also argue amorphous because I'm squeezing out of the cauldron.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. So do I start with one and then add two, or do I roll two?
So you start with one and you add two. For each,
Okay.
You add one for each trait you're adding.
Okay, that is a 5 is my highest, so 5, 1, 1.
5, 1, 1. Okay. So yeah, you definitely are getting out there. And somehow Skelly and McStabbins aren't noting. McStabbins, sorry, I didn't mean to make that one word. Don't notice. However, there's something really gross that you're going through. Like a horse must have been through here because now that's being absorbed into you as you dropped down onto poo.
Oh, that's great. He doesn't care.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You have just these round orbs
all organic
floating
material.
through you as you're like making your way through there. Let's flash over to the other two as they're walking, talking about what sort of cloak Skelly's gonna get. And you guys have approached the door. You try the knob and it's locked.
Oh, great. I feel like as we're walking over, Mick just like keeps talking to Skelly, just like, yeah, I think you're gonna look really great in this cloak. I think we're gonna do a great job for boss. I think it's just gonna go so great. We aren't gonna get stopped by any adventurers this time. This is just gonna be so good. And he goes to reach for the handle, looks over at the cauldron and goes, that might be an issue, and then tries to open the door.
Yep, locked.
Can Skelly try with their finger bone to pick the lock?
Yes.
Their pinky, their little pinky bone.
Okay, go for it.
I think for extra finesse too, like Skelly fully removes the pinky bone and like
course.
starts using it like a lockpick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
an old memory from their adventuring days. Who knows?
Maybe they were a rogue.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say we're gonna go with get violent because you're trying to force a lock.
Oh, okay. I've got removable bones for my tool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that works.
I since that is literally what I'm using. All right.
Straight out of Divinity right here.
Oh no, it's a bad experience.
Oh no! What did you get?
I got a 3 and a 1.
Okay.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
That's
Yeah.
a fail.
That's why I said it's a bad experience.
Katie, if we could have our fancy smancy card being pulled and put up onto the screen, we would appreciate it greatly.
Oh man, I'm gonna lose my pinky.
Uh-oh, we're gonna see. Okay, now you get to choose a word that's on the screen right now. And that is gonna play into your complication.
How about snuggle?
Snuggle. All right. So as you're doing this, your finger breaks and actually falls to the other side, and you see a cat jump up, scrabble over there, pick up the bone, and like run up into like a little perch and wraps itself around your finger.
Kelly like puts their hands up on the sill and just like looks with wide skeleton eyes at the cat, and then just slowly over to Mick and drops their head in despair.
Did you lose a piece of your finger? Did you? What happened here?
They'll slowly hold up their hand that's now half a pinky.
Kelly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe if we just, I don't know, rapidly knock it. He's just gonna start going at the door as fast as he can.
You see a head pop up over the counter, and it is a wizened old human with so many wrinkles on their face, completely bald, and they go, ha! And they duck back away.
I'm sorry to be of an inconvenience. It's just my friend over here has been a little bit of light on the clothes, as you can see, and it's we just really want to get it fixed. I want to get back to my family, and we're really here. We got money. We got plenty of shiny for you. We're more than happy, but my friend here really just needs something to wear, so we don't keep scaring the townsfolk. It's really just a genetic disorder, and it's really nothing to worry about. Just here, and we're sorry about the whole incident. We tried knocking, and then he didn't answer, so we tried picking, and then that didn't work, and now we tried knocking again, and it looks like, I'm sorry if this is like a whole inconvenience for you. We're not really used to being out in a town like this.
Hey, roll me a talk it over.
That is a talk it over if I've ever heard of it.
I would love to. Can't wait to get a 1 on this. Oh, it's a 3.
It's still a fail. Okay, remind me, if it's not it's a fail, so you still get from this thing, right? You still have to choose a word. Okay, I think so. I think that's how it goes.
Is it?
Because it's under consequences.
Oh, and also a reminder for all of us, we can spend a zeal to automatically succeed on a thing.
Can spend a zeal to automatically succeed.
That is true. We do have some zeal, don't we?
He's gonna spend a zeal because he's just such a convincing little goblin man. They have matching hair with the wizened old.
They do have matching hair. So you see this human slowly creep up, and his pale, wide eyes look at you, and with the mention of shiny, and then they creep around the corner and they come over and they talk through the door, like through the glass. Show me the shiny.
Nick will just like rummage around and just like pull out the 5 shiny we have. 4 shiny.
Four shiny. What I absolutely love about this is that y'all like they're just shiny coins. You have no idea what denominations are. You're just like, it's just anything. And he's like, that's copper. You can't buy anything worth copper.
Mick is just gonna shake his head and then just like hold it down, look at his like just bits of copper there, and just look up and give him a wide toothy grin. And he's just gonna, you said he was like through a window?
Uh-huh.
Okay, he's gonna pull out his dagger and he's just gonna try to jump through the window.
Oh, no!
So I have the reckless perk. And good old dagger and stabbing for my traits, so he's gonna go for a get violent, yeah.
Gonna be
I would
McStabbins.
say so.
It's gonna be McStabbins. All right.
By the way, the prompts only come up on a critical fail.
Yep, and I just saw, if it was a fail, I would have to choose a problem from the list that I have right here.
Gotcha.
Now I have to look at what reckless does again, but I think if I start something before anybody else acts on it, that I get to roll an extra
You
dice.
react to something new before anyone else without making a plan, roll an extra dice.
All right, very cool. So we rolling 4 dice here.
No plan. Just do it.
This is about getting violent, folks.
All right. Oh, we got 2 6s here.
Two
Hey.
sixes.
2 6s and 2 3s.
Okay, yeah. You just take your highest roll, so you have 6. Describe how you're doing this.
So he gets really sad at the fact that he pointed out that he doesn't have enough money, and he feels like it's a personal offense. I'm like, you're not a good enough father to feed your children, and you're not making enough money. So he's just gonna whip out his dagger, and then you've never seen him move faster through this pane of glass, and he just bursts through and just tackles the guy, and he just starts going ham. He's like, where I get one on ya. As soon as he's done with that, he's gonna stand up, wipe his hands, and then look and turn around at Skelly.
Would it be safe to say that you got them out of the way? On a 6, you choose 2 off of the get violent list.
I think he definitely dealt harm.
Yeah, definitely dealt harm. And then probably to take something from them.
Oh, what are you gonna take from them?
What is he got on him?
Okay, that's a great question. So, he has very nice clothes that are rapidly turning crimson underneath your stabbing hands. He has fancy boots with a golden inlay. Looks like it's been stitched into the boots. And he has a little pouch at his pocket or at his hip.
He looks at the thing on his hip, and he looks at the clothes, and he sighs, and he's just gonna start stealing the clothes off of his body for Skelly.
Skelly needs to be dressed, damn it!
Skelly has only wanted one thing in this world.
He'll be taking the clothes, and he'll just be shaking him out, getting all the blood out, just looking over at Skelly. Look, I think that this would just fit you perfectly.
Skelly will climb through the window that's now shattered, and they'll put on this shirt, and I think one of the knife stab slashes fits over the scimitar that's stuck in Skelly just perfectly.
Yes.
So they very delicately just fit it over, and then Skelly's very points at the boots and goes,
Mick is gonna look at the guy. Is he still alive?
No, he's
Okay.
super nut, and the cat is just watching, completely unaffected by all this.
Alright. You go ahead and take them. I think that they'd compliment your leg bones really nicely.
Skelly kneels down to get the boots and then like pauses and then turns and gives Mick a hug.
Just be like, yeah, I know.
The scimitar's like poking into your chest, probably.
It's probably at the point where it's like hitting him right in the forehead.
It's true. The hilt is just like tapping you. And I'll put on the boots. I don't think Skelly cares about pants. Their leg bones, they want to still be able to access their removable bones. So they're going to leave the pants off and just put on the shirt and the boots.
Wonderful. Okay, let's flash over to the slime who is oozing their way over to which building were you going into?
The one with the picture of food on it.
The one with the picture of food on it.
Can I smell? I probably can't smell. Yeah, the one with the picture of food on it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Has our notoriety gone up at all?
Well, my thing here says that you can only give a notoriety when you get 3 or less, and all you mother effers have been getting 6s. So your notoriety is somehow still at 0.
Wait, 3
Wonderful.
or less?
Yep, 3 or less. If your total is 3 or less.
Oh, and on the crit fail, I barely got 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
I also don't think anybody's out because they all got afraid of the fact
Yep.
that we were walking down the street, so.
They're all in their homes right now. Okay, so you're oozing your way over to what looks to be a general store. So you're oozing your way on up the steps, and I think that your talent will just let you go underneath the door frame if you wanted, like
Oh, yeah.
a little gap.
Just gonna squeeze right on through there, leave some like bones on like a little pile that doesn't squeeze through with me.
The horse poo that was inside of you does not fit underneath the gap, so it's left behind too, all congealed and gross.
Aw.
I
Okay.
like you're one of those like Go-Gurt tubes where it's just like you squeeze out.
Yes.
Look at Tori's face. She hates that so much.
It's accurate.
You just go-gurted everywhere, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you're inside. Now this store is, this has more food in it than you've ever seen in your entire life. There are tables covered in produce. There are meats hanging from the ceiling on hooks on one side of the wall. Rounds of cheese are piled up. There's food absolutely everywhere. Sacks of flour and oatmeal and anything your little slime heart could desire.
Are there any people in here?
Not that you see.
Okay, I'm just gonna loudly start just rolling over everything in here.
You're just like
Just
throwing your body onto
excitedly
it.
like arch upwards and then just splat down on everything and start rolling.
Wonderful. Okay, what's the first thing you're going for?
Whatever is closest. I'm just making the most efficient round.
And you're not even trying to not get caught, right?
No.
Okay,
just
you hear footsteps
silently.
above you, and a woman's voice say, "Do you hear that?" I don't hear anything. I hear something downstairs. It's your imagination. No, I want you to go check on it. Right now. Yes, now. All right, and he stands. You hear his footsteps come down a set of stairs that were set off in the corner you hadn't noticed, and a gnome appears before you. What the devils?
Hello, two-legged creature. I require a cloak. I'm just gonna keep rolling over food.
Stop that! Stop that!
Stop what?
It's taking my things!
Oh, these are your things. I don't have shiny to give for them. They are already gone. It's too late. He's still rolling over more stuff he hasn't.
Stop!
rolled over yet.
Get the guards! Ellie,
I can trade services. Do you need disposal of anything?
I need you to stop disposing of my food!
I can't. I'm sorry. Too much momentum.
So much momentum! Slow down! And you hear more footsteps as the woman and 3 children join. Daddy, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not stopping. I'm just going.
Okay, they're gonna throw open the back door and they're gonna go sprinting away for the guards. I'm gonna raise your guys' notoriety.
Don't even care about a roll on this one. It's just warranted.
It's warranted.
You just mad dogged the guy as you like rolled over his entire supply.
Wait, what about the cloak?
I don't have a cloak. Please leave. There's cloaks
Where can I get
the way.
one?
Go the place with the thread and the needle across the way.
Very well. He's gonna keep rolling on stuff until he gets like
please.
everything.
There's an adventuring guild nearby. Donovan is gonna hear of this.
Would you mind opening this door for me?
Which door?
He's gonna roll towards the front door.
Have you eaten everything?
Pretty much. I might have like left some scraps around.
Just like openly sobbing. And they seem a little afraid of you.
They're not opening the door?
No.
I'm going to have to stay here if you don't open the door. Have to give it time to digest.
And they're gonna start edging around the wall. The guards are gonna deal with you. And he's gonna reach nervously and open the door. Are you gonna attack him?
No.
Okay. He smells delicious though.
Yeah, I got so much stuff though.
Okay. Sounds good. The door is open and you see across the road shattered glass and Skelly going like this about Boots. And the gnome also sees this and screams.
Skelly, I just found the most wonderful place. He's just going to go rolling over that way.
So I picture like you just grew by like 3 sizes because you had an entire table full of produce, meats hanging from the ceilings, and multiple rinds of cheese.
Oh, yeah. He's probably like digesting. It's all melting. He's getting a little bigger.
And you're just like rolling across.
Yeah, it's like almost like little sloppy like footsteps now. I don't think he can like fully arc out because he's got so much food he's digesting.
This is so gross. I love it. Okay.
When you,
I think that because your guys' murder has been witnessed, I feel warranted to up you another notoriety.
Has it been witnessed though? Because we did it inside of.
they're on the ground.
Okay, you're right.
And the gnome is short.
Well, do you think it's fair
The
because the
B&E has been
glass is
witnessed.
broken
Okay,
and
I
he
can-
sees
I
a
can-
skeleton?
There's
doing
maybe a
this?
theft. I would say theft.
But not
Okay.
murder.
They don't know murder
They
yet.
don't know murder. It's just bloody clothes that Skelly's wearing.
Well, how much? I mean, yeah, okay, but
Maybe he's wounded. Okay.
Okay.
there is a sword through Skelly.
Let's up notoriety. So we're at 2 right now.
Okay. When Jobble cries out to Skelly, they turn around, but they just turn their head, all like
Just
like
the
creepy
head.
style. Yeah. And they turn around and then like backwards wave to Jobble, and then they go like this.
Oh, you look very nice. Is there a cloak?
They'll look at Mick.
Mick's gonna like hands full of stuff. Just it doesn't even matter what it is. Just stick his head out the window. Oh, I see that you got yourself some snacks for the road. Did you?
Are you hungry, Mick? He's gonna like pop out like a mostly dissolved like apple.
Oh, thank you so very much. No, I think I'm good though. I appreciate the thought. You didn't happen to eat anyone, did you?
I figured that was bad for the public view of obtaining a cloak.
Okay, but theft isn't. All right. Mick's just gonna like turn around and continue casing this place.
Give me a look around.
Yeah. Alrighty. What are we getting here? Oh, I got a 5.
A 5. Okay. So you find a cloak, but it's only just started. It's like it only comes down to like 5 inches past the shoulder, but it has the tall collar. Exactly like your infernal overlord had requested.
Oh, but it's
What is it?
not.
The two-legged's called a tailor? We require a tailor.
There's a dead body on the floor.
Mick is just gonna look at Jobble, look down at the body. I think that's the tailor right there.
When Mick points out the tailor, Jobble's gonna like arc up a little bit and then just roll on top of
Mick's
the tailor.
gonna like, if the closer he gets to the tailor, just point at him. Do not eat the tailor.
He's gonna roll on top of the tailor and absorb him up.
Mick's gonna like reach in to grab the pouch that he didn't grab earlier before it gets absolutely dissolved. Like comes out burning skin.
As the body's getting slurped up.
I think that Skelly has a question.
Yeah, Skelly, what can we do for you?
Skelly points at Jobble, points at themselves, then makes the motion of like coming out and points at the tailor, and then like motions to themselves again.
Yes, I'm already eating him.
You want to pose as the tailor?
And Jobble, you know this to mean that perhaps if Skelly was able to come out of Jobble alive and able to move, maybe the tailor will too.
Ah,
With magic.
yes, perhaps I can try to reanimate this tailor. Let me see if I can recreate the incidents that created Skelly.
I would like to spend a zeal, and I want to try to do some magic.
Try to do some magic, my plump slime.
So I need a prompt.
Okay, Katie, will you please put a prompt up onto the screen? This is unreal. Okay, you got deter, new, trench, umbrella, book, and visible.
All right, so I pick the word, and then you decide, M, how this is far above a standard success. And I'm gonna pick new.
You're gonna pick new. Okay, yeah. So you get it, and you're processing, and you are absorbing this brain, and you're almost seeing this tailor's life flashing before your eyes. And sure enough, the skeleton starts to like tremble and jolt inside of your body as if trying to escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it out.
And you let it out, and it curls up into a fetal position and looks like it's just rocking back and forth and crying.
I've succeeded.
Skelly will kneel down next to the new skeleton.
I don't know if you've succeeded more so as given birth. It's a bit strange.
It's like
I believe
keeps
I am what
opening
the
its
two-leggeds
mouth.
call a necromancer.
Yep, I will. Mr. Necro. Okay, got it.
It's gonna stick its thumb
My
in
name is
its mouth.
Jobble.
Skelly will clack at it 3 times. Because of course that means my name is Skelly.
Absolutely. It just like rocks back and forth and is sucking its thumb.
I'm gonna nudge it forward with some slime. Like push it.
It
Toward the
like
cloak. Or
as
just
like a
nudges it.
little grabby, like uncoordinated, almost toddler-esque, baby-esque trying to grab something.
It's gonna pick it up and cradle it and try to do a talk it over to calm it down. I'd like to argue for my family trait. There, little one. It's all right. I'm sorry about killing you earlier. Oh no, I got a 3 and a 2.
You got 3 to 2? Okay. So, let's see here. We have the options of remove a scene trait, use their actions against them being you, take an opportunity away from you guys. That's what I'm actually gonna do. So you guys were really hoping that this tailor was gonna be able to finish this cloak. It's no longer an option. it's a baby. He doesn't have his tailor abilities, and it just like starts to like go like limp noodle but bones in your arms.
Mick is just gonna hold it out like under its arm. I don't Jabal, I don't think this is gonna work.
I've not perfected the art yet.
Given me as a child.
Scully was a lucky first try.
He's just gonna go find like a nice comfortable place in the house and just lay it down.
Ellie will do this and then run outside and well, I guess Skelly will unlock the door and open it and then drag the cauldron inside, shut the door, and motion to Mick inside the cauldron.
No, I don't think that a child belongs in the cauldron that we would keep in our friend Jobble here in. But, what's a cradle? Is that what you thought? No, I don't think that a cauldron makes a good cradle. It just is me a guess from having 10 children. I think that we could find a more comfortable place in this house, and then we can work on this cloak.
Just toss that cauldron. I'm too full to go back in there.
Instead, Skelly will drag the cauldron over to this cat tower and flip it over so that they can step up on it and get closer to the cat because they kind of want their pinky back. Can I try to coax this cat to give
Absolutely.
my
It's
pinky back?
hissing at you right now. It does not seem to be down for this noise.
Would this be a talk it over?
Yes, it
or-
will be a talk it over,
Okay.
and I'm going to say that this is very difficult for you, considering you don't have vocal cords or like a
But
tongue or lungs.
Don't cats respond more to like body language?
I feel like cats respond to the pss, 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 pss.
Although you're
And-
making
Yeah, or the clack, clack, clack. I clack at our cat.
Do you clack at our
I
cat?
do. I totally clack at our cat.
Hey,
Skelly, we'll start clacking.
incredible.
All right.
Just a little.
Yeah. I have nothing for this. Just my
Hey,
one.
just your one. Let's see a 1.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okie dokie then. So the cat, see, like, what were you trying to do? You were trying to
Trying
friend
to let it. I was trying to have it allow me to take my pinky back.
Okay, so you managed to grab the pinky, but the cat like does the thing like where you have your arm out and they start walking up your arm, and it's gonna like walk up you and like it's a small cat, right? It's gonna crawl underneath your jaw and up into your skull. Yeah.
Okay. Skelly is satisfied with this outcome.
You just have a cat in your head. You're like, this is fine. Perfect.
I think now like it's maybe a little uncomfortable, so they just like they kind of like unhinge their jaw a little bit. So then can there be a little cat face poking out of the mouth?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Skelly just like unhinges their jaw and then clicks their pinky back on and steps off the cauldron and just is like with a cat face in their mouth.
Can Skelly please now have a trait anytime they try to talk it over? Just adorable cat in it.
Oh, that does sound so cute.
It could be one of those
We're gonna call
temporary
it fluff
ones.
appeal. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the temporary.
Well, wait a minute. Do I have a new item? A cat?
Yep, your item
Okay.
is cat.
Oh,
got a
she was
cat.
supposed to get a trait for her critical fail, anyways, right?
Oh, yep.
Oh,
you're
yeah, I
right.
get an
I was
experience.
supposed to. You're supposed to get an experience.
And that one was to get my. Oh, I was trying to pick a lock when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll think
Um,
about that.
Sounds good. Chat says it's a cat in skeleton armor, and I think that this is just going to be the new Overlord if the infernal Overlord ever passes.
Actually, this cat is related to the critical fail. So can I just say that is the experience? I now have
Absolutely.
an experience with cats, and
Yeah.
so maybe it'll help me, and maybe it won't. I don't know.
We'll find out. Okay. You hear like there seems to be a hum about town of just like people talking, and they seem distressed.
Do you think that maybe we could just keep everything in here? we just gotta keep it down low.
Would you like me to go threaten for a new tailor?
No. I would not like that. Maybe I could try my hand out at tailoring. I've made a few clothes here and there for my family and several children because it's expensive. So
You're very well dressed.
thank you. I try my best. He's just gonna adjust his clothes and he's gonna look around for some cloth and some thread to see if he can finish this cloak.
There is so much cloth and thread around. And there's like those racks of clothes like that are circular. So like the kind that you would hide in when you were a kid, if you were that type of child. So yeah, you've got those. You've got a wall that's just dedicated to bolts of cloth. Yeah, you've got items everywhere.
He's gonna see if he can specifically find like another cloak or something that's like almost cloak-esque, so he can just like cut it and attach it.
There's a
easy.
shirt. There's a dress. There's a dress because you wanted it to be long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's paisley. It's pink paisley.
Does it look magical?
Oh, it's very difficult to get this pattern.
All right.
You don't know if it's magical.
He'll take that as this is an exquisite pattern. Obviously, this is magical because he doesn't dabble in the magics. Yeah, he'll grab that dress. He'll try to cut and sew the best he can.
Is this a cunning ploy?
I think we're gonna have to do this as a cunning ploy.
Gotta use my family experience for making clothes for my 10 gremlins.
You got 10 gremlins. You have 10 gremlins. Yep, absolutely.
All right. I got a 5 is my highest.
Okay, a 5. Yep, so you are going to go ahead and you get this cut across. I'm going to say that your complication is that it is in fact not magic.
All right, we can work on that complication.
Yeah, but you cut it and you're starting to stitch it together. It's not the neatest of stitches, but it's technically attached. It was like a deep navy blue that went up here and then went down to the 5 inches past the shoulder, I said, and then it's like this swooshy paisley underneath.
Lovely.
What's the trait that we get here?
For the scene?
Isn't we did cunning ploy?
Oh, yes, you're right. So you temporarily create a new scene trait. I am going to say that your new scene trait is going to be plentiful fabric. Like if you have anything else that you want to do with this fabric, it's here for you and you can use it.
Mick's gonna I assume this cloak is really long, like much longer than Mick is tall.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's just gonna hold it up to Jobble and he's gonna look at Hey, Magic Boy. You think that maybe you could make this magic for the boss? We can just, make it warm and something cooking in the fires of, I don't know, Tartarus and, make it all nice for him?
I've only tried my hand at necromancy, but I could try enchantment.
That would be great. And, Skelly, I'll see if I can make you a cloak in the meantime.
Yeah, I would like to spend a zeal and dabble some more in enchantment.
And Mick'll start with a plentiful cloth. He'll start just grabbing all sorts of cloth, making like a Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of cape here.
Amazing.
What are the townsfolk doing?
Are you gonna go take a look?
Skelly's gonna go into recon mode and they're gonna remove their skull and make sure that they hold the cat so that
you gotta cover the hole in the bottom.
The cat is still comfortable, and they're gonna just ease their head out of the window a little bit just to see what's happening.
Okay, let's do their stuff first and we'll hop back to you. Chase, you said you're casting magic, right? And you're spending a zeal?
I'm gonna spend a zeal and dabble.
Okay, we're gonna need prompts up on screen.
Oh yeah, give me that prompt.
Do, 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 do. Can I make those sounds? There we go.
Yeah.
You got cool, road, grandma, bind, engine, and boil.
Well, boil seems pretty appropriate here. Let's go for boil.
That does seem pretty appropriate. Okay, so you cast Boil on this, and it immediately is like soaking wet and steaming. It's
Oh, look at that.
extremely hot to the touch, but now it's limp. It's not flowy like it was before.
I just envisioned a good meal.
Don't like that. Great. Maybe the boss will like it. Maybe it'll dry out in the depths of hell, and if it doesn't, then it was nice knowing you, I guess.
I think he will love it.
Yeah, you think a lot of things that people without brains think.
And you said you were making another cloak for
Yeah.
Skelly, right? Did you
Like
want to
lots
roll
of different
something to
cloths.
see how well you do with this one?
Yeah, what,
Okay, cool.
What do you want me to roll here? Just another cunning ploy?
Yeah, let's just do another cunning ploy since we did that last time.
Got another 5.
You got another 5?
Yep.
Okay. So, these colors that you're pairing together, you are a family man, but you are not an artist. And it does not look good. Like, any other person who looked at this cloak would probably like just burn it immediately. Yeah, it's no good. It's no good.
He's gonna be so proud of this, and just flip it out, just ready to go, present it to Skelly.
Skelly currently has their head out the door and is turning it this way and that. And Skelly, you see that there are guards gathering at the edge of the street, readying to charge this place.
Okay. Skelly is going to poke Jobble and then, which you know to mean I'm going to make a distraction so you guys can get out of here.
It's time for flight, Mick.
And Skelly will point at toward the back of the shop, hoping maybe there's a back door. But as they like reassemble themselves, they see this amazing cloak that Mick has created, and they put both of their hands to where their empty chest cavity once contained a heart, and just like make a big sighing motion.
Mick will like dress you up with the cloak and be like, that make a good distraction, my friend, and I wish you the best.
And then the cat meows.
Is there a back door?
Hey, you guys go to where a back door should be, and there is nothing but a window.
Well, I broke through one, I can break through another. He's just gonna launch himself through the back window.
Get violent!
Okay. Roll an extra one for my good old reckless. Going for it.
There is no plan. There is only wreck.
Got a 5.
You got a 5?
I had a 5.
Okay, so you break through, but you cut yourself this time, and you're gonna take a harm.
Actually, on roll 4 or 5, I choose one, so I'm gonna choose.
Oh,
don't
you're
take
right.
harm.
My bad. You're right. You want to do which one?
Don't take harm.
Don't take harm. Okay. Well, then I think that you bounce off the window.
I just bounce off the window, just
Yeah.
like a fly. Just like stand back up.
This one was sturdier.
I don't think that's an actual window. I think that is a lie. You got anything
Bubble
else?
will reach up and kind of slop into it a little bit.
Bong, bong, bong. Seems like glass.
Would you like me to go threaten down the guards?
Might as well. Yeah. They're not breaking out of the window. We might as well just. It's off, right? We got them. So he's just gonna start flexing over in the corner. We're good. We got it. Just hyping himself up to face these guards.
Jobble's gonna go hurriedly rolling out the front door.
Okay.
Where Skelly is mid distraction, whatever that looks like.
I think that now is a good time to take a 10-minute break, and then we can come back and see what happens. We have Skelly out in the street making a distraction. We've got a hyped up goblin in the corner. Yeah, we got this! And then we've also got Jobble, who is still digesting all of his food, rolling
Well
his way
fed.
out the door. and that's the scene we'll come back to. See you guys soon.
Bye.
And we are back. Thank you for letting us take a short rest and refresh our throats. We have a bunch of wild voices tonight. We left off with our wonderful goblin pal psyching himself up in the corner, Jobble rolling his way out the door to join our good friend Skelly, who's in the street about to make a distraction. I think we should start with Skelly. Skelly, what were you doing while they were throwing themselves unsuccessfully out a window?
So I saw the guards like getting ready to come and enter the building, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right across the street by the general store that was consumed due to momentum.
Okay. So Skelly now has a fancy cloak. They think it's very fancy anyway. So they stride out of the shop, cloak billowing behind them. And they are going to, oh my goodness,
Scare
I'm so
the
sorry.
crap out of me.
My dog is so terrifying. Oh, it's
fine.
It's because Zach walked in the door. So she has to let everybody know that there is a disturbance. Alert. Red alert.
Absolutely.
There's a strange man walking through the door. No.
The
Okay.
one she sees every day.
It's a skeleton walking through the door. So my cloak is billowing out behind me. And Skelly's gonna do the best distraction that they know how, which is up close magic. Not real magic, just like sleight of hand magic.
Are you gonna slide a cat out of your mouth?
That is where I might be going with this. And I think Skellia has also made a habit of practicing other tricks with their removable bones because they have found, for some reason, that most creatures can't do that. And so, you know, they kind of, they've made themselves a little bit popular with other minions. You know, they kind of pass the time with like funny bone removing tricks. So yeah, they're gonna flourish like a magician and then kind of do like jazz hand with the other one and just stand in the middle of the road so all the soldiers can see them. I should note that Skelly closed the door behind them so that hopefully they wouldn't see the friends going away.
Is this,
yeah.
What is this?
Is this a don't get caught? But like for...
I feel like this is a cunning ploy.
So it could add a trait to their role, potentially? Okay. Okay.
Because you're going to be adding the trait distracted, is what I was thinking.
Okay. All right. I will do that. I have a cat and I have removable bones.
Okay.
Can I...
Are you using all of those things in your act?
Yeah, so I'm just kind of going for it. Like, I don't know how they react, but Skelly's just going to start doing the like pull a coin, but it's not a coin, it's just like it's like a vertebrae and like, you know, stuff like that. And then their finishing touch, their finishing trick is going to be the grand reveal of the cat. They're going to pull their head off and then pull the cat out of the skull like a rabbit out of a hat.
Except a cat out of a jaw.
Out of a skull. Okay, here we go. Come on, Skelly, I believe in you. Okay, I got a 6.
You got a 6. Narrate away.
Okay. So I would like to add distracted to the scene. And I think rather than impressed, I think the guards are mostly just concerned that this skeleton, they don't really understand. They're confused by what's happening. Maybe they think Skelly could potentially have some sort of magical powers. So I think they're just being very wary and they're very focused on Skelly right now as they like cautiously approach. They've temporarily turned away from the shop.
I need to take notes for my future encounters.
a skeleton that starts doing.
I need to have a skeleton, not just pick up like a sword and shield. It's got to pull a cat out of its mouth.
As you like finish off and you pull out the cat, it goes meow.
Oh,
And
perfect.
yeah, absolutely. And you hear one of the guards say, "Is that my dad's shirt?" Okay, let's flash back to our friends here. What are you guys doing?
As Mick is hyping himself up in the corner, he then just gets like this bright idea. It's big flash across his face. Do I see a hat and tie in here by chance?
100%. I said plentiful cloth is a trade. I'm going to say you have one.
All right, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna take the hat and the tie and he's gonna throw it on top of Jobble's head and then try to affix the tie so that he looks like just a lovely businessman. And then he's gonna get like a dress and like kind of wrap his ears like a hair wrap, and then he's gonna go grab the child and he's just gonna start swaddling the child. He's like, Jobble, I got a great idea. And he'll get ready for anyone entering, but he's just gonna act like this very motherly figure with Jobble as just a stunning father.
I'm going to say this is going to be a don't get caught.
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll to look like a person?
Yes, I
Good.
do need you both to roll to look like a person. Chase, we're going to go ahead, and I feel like the family man has dressed a creature or two in their time. And so let's give you an extra dice for that, Chase.
Okay. Do I have a dice for plentiful cloth or no? That's probably just Mick, right?
It's just Mick. Yep.
I use
you'll go-
amorphous because I can shape my form
Yep.
a little bit.
Do we have an extra dice from Skelly's cunning ploy?
Yes, you do.
They have
Lovely.
time.
They have
'Cause they're
time. You guys have
distracted.
time to do this.
Okay. That's a
So many
total of
dice.
3 dice.
That's a total of 4 dice. Let's go. 3 sixes.
I
you-
only got a 2 and a bunch of 1s.
We got, let's see, can I present this? I can. I've got like a Cthulhu thing in here, but yeah, 3 sixes.
That seems appropriate. How are you going to turn an ooze into a dapper gentleman? I just don't think that can happen.
How do I turn my 10 gremlin children into presentable beings?
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
I rolled 4 dice. I got 2, 2, 1, 1.
All right. So first off, let's go ahead and do Mick Stabbins. You're going to go ahead and be waltzing out this door with your baby and your dress, which is probably too big for you and is like dragging on the ground, but no one is noticing you. Would you like to narrate your exit?
Yeah, he'll just be narrating and like, or he'll just be walking out holding the thing and he'll be like, oh my goodness, there's just a terrible ooze in there. He's eating up the Taylor. Just I don't know what I do. He's just gonna like try to faint. He's like, this is just absolutely horrible. He's just gonna go kind of like walk back and around the building just to get out of sight.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Then I think Jobbles is gonna come trying to walk out with like leg looking things, but all the clothes are like disintegrating off of him.
Wait, we need prompts.
We do need a
Oh
prompt.
yeah, I do need a prompt. That's true.
Katie,
I
let's
like
do
the
a prompt.
prompts.
The prompts are fun.
As soon as Mick gets back behind the building, he's just gonna rip everything off and like toss the child.
Throw the baby.
That child
set
could
it
grow up
down
to be
nicely.
a very, very good minion.
Okay, Chase, your options are acid, row, trade, cellar, faint, and medical.
Well, I feel like acid would be the obvious one, but let's not do that. Let's do fate.
You want to do faint?
I want to do faint.
Okay. Now, we also, since you got less than a 3, we're going to have one of your consequences happen here, and I'm going to remove a scene trait. And the scene trait that I am going to remove is going to be distracted.
Seems
So,
fair.
yeah. So you come walking out, and your acid is dissolving the clothes, right? And across this, like, the street, people notice you because your clothes are burning off. And I'm gonna say that there is a ring that's floating inside of your your ooziness that is unmistakable as Berthaniel the Tailor's signet ring. And there's screams, and a woman just straight up passes out, and yeah, people are freaking
Nothing
out,
to see
and
here.
there's a huge scene going on. Nothing to see here, you shout.
Skelly was mid spooky scary skeletons dance, but now no one is watching them anymore. And they're
Yeah,
very
that's disappointing. Yeah. And now the guards are running towards you guys.
We have what we need, humans. There's no need for violence.
He ate Berthaniel!
He was already dead.
What?
I found him that way.
That's the guy! That's the guy who ate all of my food and almost my children!
You had it out on a platter.
It was a table!
Yes, platter.
Wait, who ate our tailor? And there's like people shouting, and the guards are running towards you guys.
If the guards are running towards Jobble, then Skelly is fiercely loyal and wants their friends to survive. So Skelly pulls the scimitar out. That like it's painful, and they force it out. And
It's like a King Arthur moment.
yeah, kind of. And they go running toward the closest guards to Jobble to try and fight them off.
No! Okay, you guys are gonna clash. Let's roll some Get Violent.
Yes.
Is Jobble rolling as well? Because I mean, he's gonna get violent if they're going.
If you're
at
getting
him.
violent, yeah, let's do it.
Actually, you know what? Let's burn through this zeal. I would like to prompt some dabbling magic as they're running at me.
All right, burn a zeal from Jobble and show me a card. Dun dun. Grip, expensive, hammer, pull, belly, and echo.
This feels like a really good time for a hammer.
Okay, sounds good. You want me to describe it?
That's what it says in the rule book. Is you tell me how it. I can pull up the word here, but it succeeds above average.
Okay, so you're like doing this magic, right? And it's like a straight up thing out of like Green Lantern, where like a little stream of your ooze comes up and then forms into like a comically large hammer, and you can bash on somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna flatten them.
How tall is this building?
It's one story.
Can Mick climb to the roof of this building with no problem?
Sure. You're a scrabbly little dude.
With no problem.
Okay.
I got a 6 on my Get Violent roll.
All right, you get to choose two.
So I want to deal harm and okay, hang on. No. I want to get them out of the way because I'm trying to clear a path for my friend Jobble to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to take something from them.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely do that, but you're gonna take harm. Is that okay?
Skelly's stuff.
Okay, yep, you will take 1 harm. What are you taking from them?
What are they wielding?
Spears.
Okay, I'm gonna take their spear, so now Skelly is dual wielding scimitar and spear.
This is the scariest thing I've ever heard of, and your ugly cloak is just billowing
And
behind you.
my jaw is still unhinged, and this cat's just like hissing at everyone in my mouth.
So I picture this as a black cat with like vibrant yellow eyes, and it's like just slitted pupils at this point, just hissing and like clinging to the inside of your skull. Incredible. Okay.
Are you taking notes, Chase? Get that
Oh, yeah.
down. Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Do I have to roll when I take harm?
Yes. When you take harm, you have to make a roll.
Just
and now,
one...
if you roll a 1, you die. Is that
Unless
correct?
you spend a zeal.
Unless you spend a zeal.
Well, actually, Skelly is well. Actually, no. Maybe I don't have to roll because Skelly is my perk is I'm tough, so I can roll equal to harm and survive. So
Cool.
there's no way I could die right now.
Then don't even bother rolling. Save your juju.
Also, for what it's worth, when I spend zeal to survive, I roll an extra dice on my next move.
Cool.
Figured an undead, someone who's already died, is probably a little hard to kill again.
I like it.
And since they are getting them out of the way, Skelly is delaying them long enough for you to flee if you would like, Jobble. But before you do that, let's flash on over to Mick Stabbins.
Mick has gotten up on the roof here and has now wielded his dagger, and he's about to leap off and just like attach to one of the guards' face and just he's just gonna go at it.
His goblin face rise from above the building
You
over
just
the
hear this
chaos.
screaming that's like, ah! He's just
Get
gonna
violent.
fly down. All right, I'm gonna use my dagger and stabbing traits here.
Oh.
Would Reckless play here? Nah.
I feel like it was planned if you climbed up to the top.
That's fair. All right, I got a 6. So yeah, he just expertly like swan dives and then just attaches onto this guard's face and then just downs the guard like immediately. Just so crazy
Absolutely.
going for it.
So you get to choose 2. You can deal harm. What's your other one you want to do?
He's also gonna try to get them out of the way, like as he's killing these guys, just like pushing him to the side so he can just go.
Okay, they're gonna like you flying at their face. He brings up a sword and he just barely slices across your leg, dealing a harm to you as you come in and just like stab him all over the face.
Incredible. I will
Make me
roll
a
dice.
check.
I got a 2. We're good.
You got 2. You're good. Whew. All right, Jobble, you definitely have time to escape now, no matter how weighed down you are with your ill-gotten earnings.
I tried to control my appetite, and you all made me hungry.
And he's gonna just start rolling over more people, and he's gonna continue to get violent.
Jobble! Oh my god!
Double's the real villain here.
All right. So I guess feed probably applies. Does my acidic slime help here?
Your acidic slime does help.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's big roll. 6.
What? You guys have rolled a 6 on like 90%
Don't
of your
say.
rolls.
Okay, that's the first time I've rolled a 6. I've rolled really bad actually.
Okay. Choose 2 on your get violent.
Yeah, I wanna deal harm, and I want to take something from them, preferably their entire body, to eat.
So you're just like, are you taking their bones as well, or you just like roll and you like slurp away and like leave a perfect skeleton behind?
No, yeah, I want to take the bones.
You take the bones. Yeah, okay, so you're just rolling and you're getting larger and larger as you're like swallowing bodies. It's so gross. Okay. Yep. You're gonna take a damage though.
Okay.
I don't know how you like it. You get hurt though.
I mean, I imagine like there's got to be some pokey bits. While
There
I'm
are
rolling over
definitely
everything.
pokey bits. Yeah.
Okay. I got a 1, so I'm gonna spend a zeal.
Okay. How many zeal are you at now?
1 left.
You're at 1 zeal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
The cost of magic.
All right. Yep. And you guys are looking at your friend Jubble, who instead of fleeing like you guys are taking damage for, to let him flee, he's eating the people you're killing. And you guys are like one-shot killing these guards.
Jabble, I think that maybe it may be time for us to go. I think that we have had our fun here, and Skelly, I think we have had our fun. The Taylor, obviously not our fault. I'm sorry about that, but not our fault. And you know, we left a lovely child and maybe some nicely assembled clothes in there, so I think honestly you should just let us go.
Can Skelly try to Skelly wants to like turn around at this crowd and just like I want to use the cat to like wail like cats can do when they just have those awful sounds that they can make, and just like basically Skelly wants to try and scare these people away and like give them more time to maybe flee. Just be really scary.
That seems like a cunning ploy to me.
Okay. A skeleton with a spear and a sword and a cat in its mouth and an unhinged jaw and an ugly cloak. There's a lot happening here.
There's a lot going on.
I would like to use my cat experience.
Yep.
And
you have to. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, since it is an experience trait, if you roll too low, you'll lose the cat. Okay, cool.
I'm prepared to do this for my friends.
Sounds good.
Could I argue for loyalty to friends factoring in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely could.
Okay. Here we go. Come on, cat. Okay. I got a 5. So the cat can't be used for the rest of the session. I don't lose it permanently, but I can't use it for the rest of the session.
But yeah, you like jostle it around and it's my best cat yowl sound, guys.
Oh, it was great.
Okay. And it like you can hear its claws scrabbling at the inside of your skull, and it like hisses and it's puffing, and its puff is coming out your eye sockets, and everyone is just screaming and fleeing. And yeah.
So I create a new scene trait that can only be used once and must be used immediately.
I'm gonna say that everyone is petrified.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm full now. We can go.
So happy for you, Jobble.
Mick's just gonna look at everybody and be like, "Look, it's been a fun time, but honestly, we were just here for the cloak, and you're all a very nice crowd, and I think you should just let us go."
Skelly is like motioning with their hand like behind, just like the like go motion to you guys as they're like wailing with this cat in their mouth.
Gobble will start rolling away from people.
Directly away from people will be around the corner that Mick Stabbins went before when they successfully pulled off their disguise.
Yeah.
Okay, as you roll your way that way, Jobble, you see a flailing form in the grass.
Is it the bone child?
Yeah, it's the bone child, just flailing like on the back, doing like the turtle roll and just waving arms and feet in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll over it and just pick it up.
Like in like an embrace?
No,
or
like
you're
in
gonna
like a consuming way.
The magic seems to be protecting the bones that you like put into it, but yeah, it's definitely inside of you.
Okay.
Mick is gonna try to follow Jobble to direct him the correct way back. He's just gonna walk on that. I see that you were with child. It looks like we need to go that way. Skelly, are you ready to go? He's just gonna like look around the corner.
Skelly's been holding this crowd at bay. But once they're satisfied that their friends have a big enough lead, then they'll try and get out of here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you can successfully leave this scene. Leaving a town deprived of their tailor, of their food, and of many of their guards.
And a spear.
And a spear.
And a cat.
They don't have their cat! What would you name your cat? Is it just click click?
It's
Clock?
a secret that Skelly will tell Jobble.
Oh, okay.
And then Jobble can voice to everyone if he so chooses.
Perfect.
I'll call this one Future Snack.
Oh dear. So you guys are rolling back into the dungeon. Did you guys didn't actually say, did you remember to bring your cloak?
Yeah, he
Okay.
like he stuffed it kind of around his belt right before he got like dressed up as a lovely woman. He
Wonderful.
made sure to grab the
You
cloak.
made yourself like the accentuated hips.
Yeah, he like stuffed it so he could get that nice form.
Wonderful. So lovely. Okay. So you guys are gonna go ahead and you're rolling into your dungeon, literally for Jobble. So full. Are you actually full now, Jobble?
No, I got hungry on the way back.
You were hungry on the way. Of course. And you see your anxious goblin messenger from before jumping up and down, and he's saying, "Quick! The boss won't stop singing! Help!"
I don't think I want to go in there.
We just gotta calm down here. I got the cloak. It should be good. Yes, Skelly.
Skelly will like take the cloak from you and kind of like unfurl it, and it's all wrinkled. What? Oh, this is the goblin. I thought it was M.
No.
I was like,
Oh, I'm such a good actress.
Yes, amazing. I was immersed. Okay, Skelly will unfurl the cloak and then like point at its state and then kind of tug at the fabric to like straighten it.
Why is it wet?
Then like this.
Why is it wet?
It's a consequence of him being warm. It won't bother him. Maybe the heat inside there will just make it nice and dry. He didn't specify He didn't specify that he wanted a dry cloak, so he can't get mad at us for that.
Oh, I see.
He just wanted a warm cloak.
Okay. But let's hurry. He's killing minions down there.
That's definitely.
Are there any remains left?
Probably, if you hurry.
Let's go.
Never seen Jobble move faster.
He's just wobbling. So you guys are there. You guys are walking around the corner into this massive cavern again, so still surrounded by fireplaces and fires. It's so swelteringly hot in this room, and you see dead minions everywhere. And you turn the corner in time to see your infernal overlord picking up a small slime and just and swallow, and then he says, "I'm so cold, so alone."
Well,
and
sir, I
cold."
think we may. A boss man, I think we may be able to fix that issue now. Skelly, he has got a nice cloak for you.
You have returned, my most loyal. I must sing to you a song.
Oh no, we really wouldn't want you to stress your vocal cords. For us, just these lowly minions, I understand. I understand your gratitude. It's really great, and I would love to hear something at a later time. But you need to get yourself warm, you know? Yeah.
Yes, I cannot bear this purple flesh anymore. I must warm myself like the heat of hellfire.
I've enchanted it like boiling pools of hell.
Boiling pools of hell? We didn't have boiling pools at my
It's
old
called
house.
lava.
What?
Lava.
Lava? Don't
Like taking
talk,
a bath in lava.
Don't talk back to me.
Not
Show
about-
me this cloak.
Skelly's been holding it, and this whole time they've been like on their way to the dungeon. They've been trying their best to like straighten it and flatten it out and make it look as nice as possible.
There's a little bit of like a scent of Mick Stabbins from the cloak, but he'll bend down, and he's so tall, and he'll bend down and accept it. And again, it's this tall neck, just like he wanted, navy blue till 5 inches below the shoulder, and then pink paisley down below. This is gorgeous. It's so wet, but it's so warm.
Like the pools of hell.
Oh, he's gonna swing it around his shoulders and clasp it. And it's
Are you going to eat your remains of the minions?
Excuse me, I am trying on my new cloak.
I'm just gonna very slowly start rolling over all the corpses.
He doesn't seem to care. And he's going to try and flare it but it's so wet, it's just sticking to his clothes. This is a bit unpleasant, but it is warm, which is technically what I requested. Interesting. Well, I won't kill you today.
Oh,
You're most gracious.
that's great.
Here, take some shinies. And he's going to reach over to another slime, plunge his hand inside, scoop out a handful of shinies, and toss the coins on the floor towards you.
Mick will just
You
start
can have my
gathering.
portion, Mick, if I can have the corpses.
Oh, that's fine. You can have plenty of the corpses. I don't. Yep.
The cat leaps out of Skelly's mouth to like bat at one of the shinies that I think is maybe not actually a coin. It's one of those. It's just like a really glittery, sparkly toy.
Nice.
And the cat just like goes for it. Skelly like vomits a cat.
What is this?
It's
It is a little fluff.
it's Hell's
Psst,
delivered.
psst, psst, psst. Come here, little
you know.
fluff. And he's
I
gonna
was
try and
gonna-
tempt your cat over. Skelly, what are you gonna
I was
do?
gonna beat
Skelly
that
will
liver.
will scooch its bum toward the master.
It's like all curled up with its little tail all tight against its body, and its ears back, and it's looking up at this big, huge devil that's like towering over him. And it looks like the red is starting to leach back into his skin, the purple fading from his chill being away from hell for too long.
I am so powerful.
Boss man, you're looking plenty fine with your new color coming in. Very nice. It really just suits you.
Thank you. And I'm so pleased that you brought me a little pet. And he's going to scoop up the cat, and it's like a little tiny thing in the middle of his palm, and he so gently scratches its head with a sharp, long fingernail, and he gives you guys a real smile. Adorable.
Skelly clicks 3 times, explaining the cat's name, and then motions to their loyal translator, Jobble.
Yes, the cat's name is Tasty.
Tasty. And then this huge infernal overlord, Diabolus, is going to start crooning a little song to the cat. It's sonic waves trembling across you all, and the cat's gonna get super flat against his palm. And as you guys are all shouting and trying to stop him from singing, we are going to pull the curtains on our scene and call that our stream.
Yay!
That was super fun.
What did you guys think of this system?
That
I
was
like
lot of
it a
fun.
lot.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Would play again. Would recommend.
Yes, definitely.
It was so fun. I'm so glad I bought this game. Again, we got this game on itch. I think I made a command for this. If I did it right, boom.
I beat you to it, but that's okay. We
dang
got 2 links now.
That's
Ooh.
fine. Got a link in chat. If you guys enjoyed this game, consider supporting the creator. This was really fun. This was really fun. I'm definitely gonna play this again.
Maybe on this channel.
Maybe on
Maybe
this
this
channel.
is not the last we see of Skelly, McStabbins, and Jobble.
It would be really difficult to have this be the last one, I think.
I thought you were going to say it would be really difficult to do another one. And I'm like,
No.
no, we could do another job.
Well played, friends, with your characters. They were lovely.
Mhm.
Right? It was you guys were awesome.
Nice
What-
session, Em.
What will Jobble eat next is the real question.
That is the
will
real
it be
question.
will it be Diabolus himself?
All right, guys, let's go ahead and do our closer here. If you would like to support our channel, please follow or subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all the good social media things. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our affiliate partners. After all, if you're going to help us, you might as well get some fancy math rocks out of it. You can find all of those links as well as our Patreon in the discount sections below, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be in the description. If you're already doing one or all of these things, thank you guys so much. Your support means the world to us. You let us do what we love to do. Now go take a long rest. Make sure that you keep your evil overlord happy. Drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye.
Bye.